before we go any further, let's be clear. This is an interpretation of what the 2027 BMW X5 Hybrid could look like, based on the render you're seeing here. But honestly, if BMW actually moved in this direction, it would make a lot of sense. The current luxury SUV market is getting more aggressive every year. Buyers want style, tech, power, and efficiency, and they want all of it without giving up the premium feel. That is exactly the lane this X5 Hybrid is aiming for. And from the outside, it already looks like a serious statement piece. Up front, the 2027 X5 Hybrid looks bold, modern, and unmistakably BMW. That grille is still massive, but it now looks cleaner, sharper, and more refined. It has this glowing outline effect that gives the SUV a futuristic signature without looking too flashy. The headlights are slim and aggressive, stretching out to the sides like a high-tech blade, which makes the front end feel wider and more planted. The bumper design is athletic but not over-designed. You get strong lower air intakes, sharp black trim, and a stance that says this SUV is not here to play around. And that deep blue paint? It works perfectly with the snowy mountain backdrop. It gives the car a premium, almost cinematic vibe, like BMW wanted this thing to feel expensive even when it is standing still. This is the kind of front end that could easily become one of the most recognizable looks in the luxury SUV segment. From the side, the X5 Hybrid keeps that classic BMW SUV shape, but everything feels a little more sculpted and a little more athletic. The body lines are clean, the wheel arches are strong, and the proportions feel balanced. It still looks like a proper luxury family SUV, but there's enough tension in the sheet metal to give it a sporty edge. The wheels are large, premium, and designed to fill the stance properly. That matters a lot, because on a vehicle like this, wheel design can completely change the personality. And this is where BMW gets it right. The side profile does not scream for attention. It speaks with confidence. That's what premium buyers want. Now let's go to the rear, because this is where the future vibe really kicks in. The taillight design is minimal and modern, with a full-width light signature that stretches across the tailgate. It gives the SUV a very clean and high-end look, almost like BMW is moving closer to a more futuristic luxury language. The rear bumper is muscular, and the lower section adds a sporty touch with integrated exhaust-style openings or diffuser elements. Even as a hybrid, the rear design still keeps that performance attitude alive. This is important because hybrid SUVs sometimes get too soft or too conservative in the rear. This one doesn't. It still feels like an X5, just a sharper, more advanced, and more sophisticated version. Now this is where things get really interesting. The cabin looks like BMW went all in on luxury, space, and futuristic comfort. In the second row, the setup looks more like a luxury lounge than a regular SUV interior. You get individual captain-style seats with premium white upholstery, quilted surfaces, wide armrests, and a center console that feels more flagship than mid-size SUV. There's a sense of privacy and exclusivity here that instantly makes the rear cabin feel special. This is the kind of setup you would expect in a much more expensive vehicle. And then up front, the dashboard looks ultra-clean and highly digital. The steering wheel, central touchscreen, slim dash layout, and ambient lighting all work together to create that modern BMW cockpit feel. The panoramic glass roof makes the cabin feel even bigger and more premium, while the blue ambient lighting adds just enough drama to remind you that this is not a boring commuter SUV. This is a luxury tech statement. If BMW really builds an X5 Hybrid with this kind of interior direction, it could become one of the strongest cabins in the segment. Now let's talk about what could be under the hood. For a 2027 BMW X5 Hybrid, the most realistic setup would probably be a plug-in hybrid version built around BMW's turbocharged inline-six engine, paired with an electric motor and a battery pack optimized for both performance and efficiency. A likely setup could be something like a 3.0-liter turbo inline-six hybrid system matched with an 8-speed automatic transmission and BMW xDrive all-wheel drive. In real-world terms, that could mean strong low-end torque, smooth acceleration, and enough EV-only range for city driving and short commutes. If BMW really wanted to position this as a premium hybrid flagship SUV, power output could land somewhere around 450 to 550 horsepower, depending on the trim and battery strategy. That would put this X5 Hybrid in a very dangerous spot for competitors. because it would not only be efficient, it would still be genuinely quick. So how much would something like this cost? If we're talking about the 2027 BMW X5 Hybrid in this kind of premium specification, an estimated starting price could land around $72,000 to $78,000 for the base hybrid model. Higher trims, more luxury features, and performance-oriented versions could easily push that number into the $85,000 to $95,000 range. In some markets, fully loaded versions could go even higher. So yeah, this would not be cheap. But in the luxury hybrid SUV world, BMW would be aiming directly at buyers who want prestige, performance, and technology in one package.